This is Robert Weber reporting from Scottsdale, Arizona. Welcome to today's session of the Keynote Script Assignment. In today's session, we will go over the requirements and necessary elements to formulate a new tech marketing plan for pictureofnectar.com, designed to ensure future marketing success and to achieve a greater internet footprint for Pond. Our subject website for this exercise is pictureofnectar.com, or Pond, a distributor of craft beers and craft distillates located in the Southwest United States. In this exercise, we will be discussing two new media marketing platforms. The first is Near Field Communication, or NFC for short, and the second is a proprietary combination of QR codes, Pinterest, and social media. Developing a new tech marketing plan for pictureofnectar.com, or Pond, must correspond to projected, effective, and measurable results. Potential strengths and weaknesses for the proposed new media platforms of this report will be discussed, as well as the opportunities that each methodology affords for Pond's future. The new tech frameworks that will be used in this report are NFC, or Near Field Communications, and QR, or Quick Response Codes, coupled with the relatively new image sharing platform of Pinterest. Goals for the campaign will be based on the number of click-through events originating from both Pinterest and the Twitter-like microblog at Beer Pulse, as well as the number of successful conversions from QR code to landing page and from Pinterest pinboards to shopping cart offerings will be measured. How Canadian companies, particular banks and payment processing concerns, are already successfully using the new NFC technology north of the American border will also be addressed, as well as a specific case of QR code platform leveraged by Mike's City Diner of Boston, Massachusetts, USA. Near Field Communication, or NFC, is a new tech development designed for close proximity exchanges between smartphones, debit cards, and new flash payment terminals that requires a high degree of encrypted wavelength on a very low-powered bandwidth. Ruth Cassidy of Virtual Inc., speaking via the NFC forum, estimates more than 100 million NFC-enabled devices were sold in the year 2012, with close to 300 million targeted to be shipped in the year 2013. Interestingly, the current QR code technology that will be reviewed in this report is a competitor to the newer NFC technology by nature of the ability of the smartphone to simply touch a poster, for example, that has been embedded with an RFID chip, rather than the end user going through the mental gymnastics of snapping or scanning a photo of the QR code matrix. As the cost and flexibility of RFID chips continues to improve, so will the available usages of NFC continue to expand. Interac.com of Canada has rolled out a new service where a bank can now issue a dual-function debit card that can be used both in a traditional swipe terminal and in a new NFC flash terminal. The new Pay in a Flash service is completely seamless between a smartphone and a new flash terminal or an FID embedded debit or credit card, and promises to reduce fraud and costs rather than expanding fraud, as many have feared. However, one of the caveats of near-term communication devices is the ubiquitous nature of near-term connections. Who is to say some hacker may not simply swipe my digital wallet as I walk through the shopping mall one day in the not-too-distant future? Indeed, there have been anonymous reports over the internet and at Google that relate to the possibility of hacking into the Google Analytics stream currently being generated by smartphone devices via Google's new NFC-enabled wallet service. Interac of Canada estimates that between the year 2010 and the year 2011, the first year they started to embed a smart chip within their debit and credit cards, the incidence of fraud dropped a whopping 41%. Given the fact that the Canadian banks are already processing payments from vendors using NFC technology in today's market, and most recently rolled out the ability to use NFC payment processing straight from a smartphone, what other uses of the technology can Pond leverage to improve their internet footprint? The safety of the new chip technology embedded in the mobile device at least appears to be a calming effect on the nascent market for NFC payment processing in Canada. Interac's zero liability guarantee for purchasers goes a long way to assuage any initial consumer fears of the long arm of fraud dipping into their new digital wallets. Meet Pinterest, the brainchild of a Yale political science major from Des Moines, Iowa, USA. Boasting an internet usership of 20 million registered accounts, per Kayla Strong of SearchEngineWatch.com, in her 2012 article, 7 Creative Ways Your Brand Can Use Pinterest, females do dominate the user population of Pinterest. In fact, upwards of 70% of the Pinterest user base are both female and under the age of 45. How can Pond leverage such a glaring statistics to their advantage? How can Pond turn a heretofore not very easy to penetrate craft beer demographic into a key part of their new tech marketing program? The answer lies in the domain of psychographics through the psychological carving of niches within the craft beer market that are powerfully attractive to women of the Pinterest demographic. Per Kathy Flanagan of the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, in her article titled "Craft Beer Replaces Wine as a Young Woman's Drink of Choice, Something's Brewing," as published in the Detroit Free Press, groups for beer-drinking women are springing up all across the USA, designed to teach women the subtleties of learning their ales from their Hefeweizen. Pond can leverage the phenomenon of females aged 45 and younger who are boning up on the craft beer market in many different psychographic directions. One direction is the fact that their spouses and boyfriends have traditionally been the lion's share of the beer market overall. A marketing campaign that incorporates the Pinterest platform as the first line of exposure for each craft beer and craft distillates currently under management of Pond, by way of pinning custom branded QR codes into specific keyword and keyword phrase titled pinboards, complete with corresponding hyperlinks to 6 or 12-second Twitter Vine videos or to other types of landing pages such as shopping cart order forms, is a new slant on a very new way of marketing craft beer over the internet. Craft beer sales have doubled in the past 6 years and are set to triple by the year 2017 per BeerPulse.com. QR codes are a form of new media marketing where two-dimensional imprints can be branded onto external packaging in the form of a type of grid stamp that point mobile users via their video ports and desktop users via their scanner ports to specific tailor-made call-to-action landing pages such as product pages, special offering pages, shopping cart pages, profile pages, information pages, etc. QR codes can also be placed in digital locations via the HTML of articles. By posting Twitter-like announcements at BeerPulse.com and embedding a specific QR code in the footer of the targeted articles, Pond can achieve a closer proximity to local delivery over the internet than that of the pubs, the grocery stores, and the liquor stores. When assessing the locations embedded in the QR codes, users will have the additional option to order the subject craft beers and have the six-packs delivered via a local delivery service. Not quite as immediate as NFC, but quick, effective, and measurable nevertheless. This method can also be scaled via the new Pinterest social imaging sharing platform, as we have seen recently in this report. In addition, both Twitter and Facebook buttons can be embedded in the HTML of the landing pages that will allow end users the capability to share their favorite brands of craft beers via Twitter's and Facebook's social media sharing features as well. Similar to the Bitly platform for URL links, Pitney Bowes, or PB, will allow the users of their QR construction software to track the performance of their individually crafted and generated QR codes. By engaging both mobile and desktop users at every brand touchpoint, facilitated by a corresponding QR code in the footer of each article written, or via the images of craft beer package offerings over at Pinterest, the developers of Pond will be better able to establish their company as the trusted source for craft beer and craft distillate information, if not for helping to facilitate their customers' direct sales of specialty craft beer offerings. Jay Hodge of Boston's Mike City Diner is one example of a success story using QR codes. Jay points his QR codes to specific videos of him preparing suggested dishes hosted at individual landing pages that take advantage of HTML5's new video feature that optionally allows the end user to view the video within the browser screen. By creating a marriage between a physical QR code branded label and an online instructional video, Jay has been able to track the response of his campaign via his Pitney Bowes QR code dashboard to increase sales of his signature emergency room breakfast plate. QR codes and video. Just another example of how implementing the marketing rule of increasing effective awareness leads to increased sales. Let's now create a proprietary branded QR code. Here, the author has crafted a prototype QR code for Pond using the Pitney Bowes PB Smart online software program. This particular QR code has been crafted specifically for the Sudwork 4-pack offer, with a link embedded in the QR code that will take the end user to a mobile-optimized landing page. Once at the mobile-optimized landing page, the end user can then make the decision to take advantage of the exclusive offer to ship 4 bottles of the Sudworks craft beer to any location within their respective SMSA, or Standard Metropolitan Statistical Area, or to click and request further information designed to assist the new prospective buyer as he or she traverses deeper into the marketing cone of purchase decision matrices via the illuminated, findable, and usable pathway the Pond developers have provided. Pinterest can also be matched with a Twitter's new Vine service by pinning the cover picture of a 6-second Vine video to a standard link or QR code of an underlying video file. Shown here is a video by Jethro Ames that shows 6 seconds of the La Jolla Shore surf in California set to loop. For longer, short video presentations, 2 6-second Vine videos may be merged to create a larger 12-second Vine video, also enabled to continuously loop. When an end user captures a pond landing page with their mobile device via the video port when snapping a company QR code, or when a desktop user captures a QR code with their scanning port, the result is the same. Transportation to a landing page becomes immediate, complete with an HTML5 video frame that can feature an underlying brand of craft beer or craft distillate. Alternately, after mounting an image of a custom branded QR code to a pinboard at Pinterest, the Image Edit tab can then be engaged that will allow the developer to embed a standard underlying hyperlink to the same QR code image as well. Now, as developers, you can direct twice the amount of fun from your Pinterest QR code pinboard from either a desktop platform user or a mobile platform user with alternate pathways to either an A proposal via the scanning of the QR code or a B proposal via the standard click of a mouse, or the same proposal via both now proven methods of guiding prospective customers to your most heartfully crafted landing pages, complete with a short 12-second informational Twitter shareable Vine video. On board. Please review the accompanying script and list of content picture citations at the following Google Doc URL. A permanent link to the now mounted YouTube video of this session is located at the author notes section of the cover page of the aforementioned report, accessible via this link. And that's it for this session of the Keynote Script Assignment. I hope you have enjoyed our presentation, and please visit our new website hosted in the Azure cloud on the World Wide Web at smmcenter.us. Or alternatively, simply type social-media-marketing-skill-center.com into your browser address line. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.